So as we can see guys, the price of Bitcoin after reaching around this golden pocket has now started to show some bullishness, but we are here to find out whether this movement, this bullishness what we are witnessing in the media short term is an actual continuation towards this previous high or just a fake out before price again start showing this bearishness. We are going to talk about many scenarios in today's video, so please watch this video till the end and also destroy that like button if you haven't done it yet. Thank you very much. So if you look at this now, again using this golden pocket or Fibonacci retracement golden pocket scenario, you can see on the right hand side this price also came exactly at this golden pocket level, and after finding support at this 0.618 line, we started this impulsiveness with lots of range bound. And in our case, if you look here, you can see the price of Bitcoin after this impulsiveness also started this correctiveness, and exactly after approaching around this golden pocket level, now we are showing some bullishness. So if this here is going to be a continuation like this, then the price in the media short term needs to overcome few important resistance line at any cost, because we know guys, we know if this here is going to be a fake out, then the rising trend line here to downside is still going to be looked as our upcoming target. So for the price of Bitcoin to avoid this, we need to find support above 23,000 to 23,300 range at any cost, because by doing that we could be actually seeing a final move here to the upside, price trying to break the previous high before choosing a trend direction. Why am I telling you this? Because if you look at the price structure here in a bit different way, so what we are going to do here, we are simply going to add this falling trend line like this, and now I'm going to add another falling trend line here, and I just want you guys to look at this price movement. So before the price of Bitcoin in the past price action started this impulsiveness, what happened? Before we started with this impulsiveness, first we overcame the key line of resistance. We even came back to test this key line of resistance, which turned into support, and after that you can see we started this very nice impulsive movement. So in our case right now, a very similar scenario is unfolding: resistance, right? And now this exact line is holding the price. So if we can remain above this falling trend line, which is going to be above 23,000 range, then even after some shakeout, right, we could still expect the price of Bitcoin to show this final move here in this manner before deciding the trend duration. If you don't want to look this as a falling trend line breakout, what you can also do, you can simply add another falling trend line here like this, right? Because this can be also looked as descending broadening wedge. So if this here is going to be a breakout, then we know this could be a breakout from this descending broadening wedge. But what is interesting here is the MACD, because when we came back to test this key line of resistance, you can see around that area, even the MACD, right, even the MACD started turning bullish crossover here in MACD, and after that we had some range bound, even some shakeout, but at the end the price continued this uptrend. So in our case, if you look at this MACD, the MACD is also turning bullish. Now the only confirmation what we need is from this RSI. So if RSI starts appearing above 50 level, then we know guys, there is a probability for this trend also to continue this uptrend. Because if you look at this one example here, so this here is a descending channel breakout. I just showed you with this broadening wedge breakout, but if you also look at this in a very simple way, a breakout from this descending channel, or also known as bull flag. Yes guys, a bull flag breakout type of movement, right? But what I want you guys to understand, if this here is going to hold the price, I mean if this area where we are finding ourselves right now is going to hold the price above 23,000, then just like here from the past price action, we could be showing another movement like this. I mean price coming back to test this key line of resistance, and if we manage to remain above that area, means we could still show this final impulsive movement before price chooses a trend direction, because we know guys, we know the price of Bitcoin is building strong support above 23,000 range, and as long as we remain above 23,000, we are still expecting this impulsiveness to continue. And now let me show you one by one why the support around this 23,000 is so important and also strong trend. Number one reason is this Bollinger Band. After this Bollinger Band squeeze, you can see the price of Bitcoin has turned very bullish, but right now the area where we are finding ourselves is this central line. Yes, and this center line, which is around 23,000, is going to be first line of support. Just like as shown in an example, you can see when the price of Bitcoin started this uptrend, when the price was bullish after breaking out of this Bollinger Band squeeze, it came to test the support from this center line, and when we found support above the center line, after that we started continuing this uptrend. So in our case, since we are still above the center line, there is still a chance for this final impulsive movement before the price chooses a trend duration. Also, if we look at this rising wedge, crypto on a buy sell indicator, we are lining exactly around this 23,000 range. So that's why we knew yesterday while doing video, this range here is going to be an important range for us, because we have a strong line of support. And after that, if we are going to continue this uptrend breaking the 23,300 resistance line, then there is a probability to continue again like this. Yes, trying to break the previous high and approaching around 25,000 one more time before it chooses a trend direction. But if the price fails this 23,000 support line, breaks below this rising wedge, breaks below this crypto on a buy sell indicator, even below this support from this Bollinger Band, then we know we are in a real danger, because breaking below 23,000 means the price of Bitcoin could be getting gravitated towards the CPI line between 20,000 to 22,000 range. So that's why, as you can see guys, things are turning very interesting for Bitcoin. And also what we are not allowed to forget is this one chart that we talked on my yesterday's videos. So before I start talking about this very interesting scenario unfolding right now for Bitcoin, thank you very much for your continued support, and also for destroying that like button, because our videos lately is performing very well. It's all thanks to you guys. So please, let's keep that like spike going up, and let's try to maintain this 1,000 likes per video. Thank you very much. So if you look at this in a hourly time frame, you can see the price of Bitcoin, after finding support at this descending channel lower line area, started showing this bullishness, and this bullishness ended exactly after reaching around this upper line resistance from this descending channel. So if this here is going to be a breakout in the medium short term, what we need the price of Bitcoin to do, the price of Bitcoin needs to find support of a upper line area from this descending channel, because if we can flip that into support today, then the price of Bitcoin is expected to continue this rally towards 24,000 and even above 25,000 range before choosing a trend direction. But if we fail to break out of this key line resistance around 23,600 and also going to fail to hold the support around 23,000, then in that case we know, hey, another warning sign could be flashing, because the lower line is where we could be getting gravitated before price shows another movement here in this manner. So what we want in the medium short term, we want the price of Bitcoin to break out of this 23,600 range at any cost. And also guys, let's suppose if the price weakens and we are going to see another continuation here to the downside, even in that case we have a support lining for Bitcoin around this ascending channel. Yes, lower line is definitely going to be considered as a support line, and upper line is considered as a resistance line. So in our case, what we need the price of Bitcoin to do, we need to find support above this 23,000 range, because remaining above 23,000 means the price could be showing a movement here like this, a final movement towards this upper line area, breaking the previous high before choosing an actual trend direction like this. So as you can see, even if this is going to fail, you know, this lower line is going to be considered as a strong line of support around 22,000. So above 20,000, we are building strong support. So the most important thing for now is to find support above 23,000, because remaining over 23,000 in the medium short term could turn the price bullish. So these were some of the quick update that I wanted to share with you in today's video. If you enjoyed my work, then please guys destroy that like button, and for those individuals watching for the first time, hit the subscribe button and the bell. Now by saying this, I'm signing out. My name is Anup. Bye bye.